Every founder dreams of that moment. Standing in front of investors, pitch deck on the screen, sharing their big idea that could change the world. But here's the reality. Most founders walk out of that room with a polite, "We'll get back to you," which often means a silent no. Why? 'Cause even with great ideas, many founders make the same predictable mistakes when pitching investors. In today's video, we'll break down the 5 biggest mistakes founders make when pitching, and more importantly, how you can avoid them. By the end, you'll know exactly how to pitch with confidence, clarity, and a higher chance of getting that yes. Mistake 1: talking too much about the product. Founders often spend 80% of the pitch walking investors through every feature, every design detail, every line of code. But here's the truth. Investors aren't buying the product, they're buying the business opportunity. Investors want to know, what problem are you solving? How big is the pain point? Who desperately needs this? Take Airbnb, for example. In their early pitch, they didn't spend 20 minutes describing the website features. They focused on the problem. People couldn't find affordable hotels during big events. That problem was relatable and urgent. So instead of saying, "Our app has XYZ features," say, "Today, millions of people struggle with problem. We're solving it with solution." Show the business, not just the product. Second mistake: not knowing your numbers. I can't tell you how many founders crumble when an investor asks, "What's your customer acquisition cost? What's your lifetime value? What's your break-even point?" Investors don't expect you to have perfect predictions, but they do expect you to know your numbers. Think of Shark Tank. How many times do the sharks say, "You don't know your numbers, I'm out"? That's exactly how real investors think. So before pitching, prepare your unit economics, CAC, LTV, margins, and revenue forecasts. Even if you're early stage, show assumptions backed by data. Confidence in your numbers builds investor confidence in you. The third mistake: overcomplicating the pitch or making your pitch a puzzle. Founders often think complexity equals brilliance, but investors have limited time and hundreds of decks to review. If they can't understand your business in 5 minutes, they'll move on. Your pitch should be simple, clear, and memorable. Instead of saying, "We're leveraging a multi-sided marketplace with AI-powered personalization," try, "We're like Uber but for home services." Simple analogies stick. Remember, clarity wins over complexity every time. Fourth mistake: pretending you don't have competition. Some founders say, "We have no competition," which instantly raises red flags. If there's truly no competition, either there's no market, or you haven't researched well enough. Investors expect you to know the competitive landscape. But here's the key: don't just list competitors. Show how you're different. For example, Uber didn't pitch themselves as the only transport option. They acknowledged taxis but explained why Uber was faster, easier, and safer. That's what won investors. So when you pitch, use a competition slide. Show who's out there, what they do, and why your solution stands apart. The final mistake is forgetting that pitching is storytelling. Data matters. Numbers matter. But what makes investors remember you is the story. Why did you start this company? What's the personal connection to the problem? Why should anyone believe you're the team to solve it? Airbnb told a simple story. 3 broke guys rented out air mattresses to pay rent, and it worked. That story hooked investors emotionally, then the numbers backed it up. When you pitch, don't just present facts. Tell a narrative, problem, solution, why us, why now. Stories make investors feel something, and emotions drive decisions. So let's recap. The 5 big mistakes founders make when pitching. Talking too much about the product. Not knowing their numbers. Overcomplicating the pitch. Ignoring competition. Forgetting the story. Avoid these and you'll already be ahead of 90% of founders pitching today. Remember, investors don't just invest in ideas. They invest in clarity, confidence, and founders who understand both the story and the business behind it. If you found this video helpful, hit like, subscribe, and share it with another founder who's preparing to pitch.